What should people do if they're not getting any response to their job application?
Yeah, this is definitely a frustrating experience for a lot of job seekers. That's probably one of the biggest things that I hear, right? Is I'm getting ghosted, I'm not getting any kind of responses. What do I do? So I understand this is very frustrating and it's a common problem for a lot of job seekers. So I think the first thing that we need to recognize is that a successful job search does not rely on only one method. So, for example, you might be applying mostly online to job boards. That's really the most common method right now. And that's okay, but that's only one way to apply for a job. And it does have a very, very low callback rate, right? It's very impersonal way to apply for a job. We don't even always know what's happened to our resume when we submit it into cyberspace, right? So that strategy itself is only one way. So if that's all somebody is doing, my advice is going to be to vary your method. So really try to get in touch with a person, whether that's the recruiter or a hiring manager, but also just in touch with your network. We can come about job leads through networking, asking for referrals, recommendations. As we kind of get into this interview, I'm going to talk a lot more about all these different job search strategies and how you can generate job leads in different ways. It's not always about applying only online. So I think my basic advice would be try something different. You need to vary your methods between networking, maybe even career fairs, applying online. There's a lot of different ways that we can come about a job opportunity and try to be seen and be visible in a job search.
That's great. What way I when you say that, what I hear is people need to represent themselves like a company represents itself. Multiple channels
Yeah.
of promoting yourself via the online
Yeah.
search, your resume, going to the job boards, and like a
Yeah.
company, if you want to go after a certain customer, you go where the customer is. So
Yeah.
just like a person, you want a job, you need to go where the job is. So not only on LinkedIn or Indeed or SCM.jobs, but also you need to show up on their job board, put your resume there.
Absolutely. If you had a product that you're right. If you had a product that you were selling, you would want to reach your customer in as many ways as you possibly can, right? You would want to promote it through different channels. Absolutely. So in a way, you can kind of think of it as a sales campaign, but it's really about visibility. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's a good metaphor.
Yeah, and when I talk to folks about, some other folks that I know, it's like, hey, you got to be everywhere, and
Yeah.
not just there is your job, but you have to be interactive.
You just saw a short clip from our interview with Lorraine Rise, the CEO of Career Uprising, where she answers the question, what to do when your job search isn't working. Real quick, do me a favor, subscribe and like the video to help our channel grow, then ring the bell to be notified when we post videos in the future. As you watch this part of the interview, post in the comments your frustrations with the current job market. And to see the complete interview, click up here so you can hear more advice from Lorraine, who gives us practical advice to activate your job search with productive action steps you can take right now.